Hey guys, it's Sweets, and this is going to be a very long video, so please bear with me. This is going to be a COD4 guide for trick shotters, people who play, normally and want a red gun. This isn't going to help you, so, yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, this video is going to be for people who want to start trick shotting COD4 and don't know what to go for, or, people who already do play COD4, but, maybe you'll find some new bounces, stuff like that. Yeah, this is gonna have a bunch of bounces, obviously, and then a few glitches and out of the map spots, stuff like that. That you might not know about. I just went around to all the maps except for block and collected like as many bounces and stuff that I could. I just look around a lot for all of these, and then it took a long time to put together, and I just thought I'd put them all in one really convenient spot. So yeah, there'll be times in the description if you want to go to any specific map. And yeah, definitely like, comment, tell me if you want me to do more tutorials or more maybe in-depth tutorials, because I do all of this pretty fast. Yeah, but definitely like and stuff, show me some love. This took a long time to put together, and of course I had to go and actually do all of these, and some of them were fairly difficult, and but I finally got them down. And yeah, here they are. So let's get into the video. We'll go through all the maps, no DLCs, not including block. First one is going to be ambush, and the first spot is right here on the map. You just climb onto a car, then get onto this fence, and then do a little tiny strafe onto the top of the window of the tan car. And if you don't know how to strafe, I'm also going to put a tutorial for strafe jumping in the description, so you guys can learn how to, because you're going to need them a lot. Next spot is right in the middle of the map, kinda. You're just gonna get on this sandbag and then you jump at the headlight of the stacked cars. The one that's on top. That's really easy, and you'll hit it pretty easily. I do have a range of really easy jumps, really easy bounces and stuff, to some pretty hard ones that I'll slow down and play again. But yeah. Next one, go right here on the map near the A-bomb. If you're playing search, you're gonna need a rocket launcher or an RPG, and you just climb up onto these broken bricks, from this building, and scoop forward until you're barely on top of that top brick, and you're gonna shoot into the gap between the two buildings so you don't die, and jump at the same time. So you shoot and jump at the same time, and shoot in between the buildings so you don't die. And there you go. There's a lot of different shots, you can go from up here. You can see a lot of the map, and you can get into this tree right here. You can also do a bounce out of it, but unfortunately I tried for a while and just couldn't find it. Sorry about that, but it's in there. Next spot right here on the map, it's kind of in the middle. Just go to where you see me on the map, that's the best I can describe it. There's a car sticking out of the ground, and yeah, there you go again, I guess. There's a car sticking out of the ground and a dumpster. You're also going to need an RPG for this spot. You just climb up here, you're going to aim out a bit so you don't die when you shoot it. Shoot and jump, and then turn around and press X so you can climb up into this window. And then you do a little tiny strafe jump out of this gap. I slow it down for you, onto the tip of this car, and it's a pretty cool bounce. I really like it personally. Just I don't know, it looks a little more creative. And this is just showing you that you can bounce off the sides of all these 4 openings of the pipes that are in the middle. And yeah, that's that. There's a couple of different spots you can hit from all around the map. That's where they are. The first one, that's where the one I just bounced off of is. And if you go on top of it, you can sprint to this wall. This is a really easy spot, by the way. People use it all the time. Sprint on the wall and just climb along the fence, and then get on top of the building and get on top of the broken edge of it. You can walk all the way around the perimeter. And yeah, really good trick shotting spot. And there's a really cool bounce onto that pipe I was just talking about, which I do right here. I will replay it. It's this one will take a bit of practice, but I finally got it down. Took me a few tries, but here, we'll play it again. You will have to strafe jump just a little bit. You can line up and just straight jump at it, but you won't make it quite far enough. You'll just do a little bit of a strafe jump, and you land pretty low on the side of the pipe, and you'll hit it. So yeah, sorry for not doing a great job of describing these, but hopefully just seeing them will give you a good idea. Next one right here, you don't need anything for this glitch or whatever thing. You just go to where I showed you, hop out of this window onto the metal awning, and you just do a little jump into this broken side of the building, and then you can climb up onto the side just like you can on the other building, and trick shot from the whole side and the building next to it, of course. And yeah, I don't know any bounces up here. I don't know if you can bounce onto that car sticking halfway out. I don't know if you can do that. You could probably try. You know, might work. But I'm sure there are tons of bounces that I've missed in this, by the way. But you know, for the sake of time. Next one's right there on the map. You're gonna need an RPG for this. It's an RPG jump again. Climb into the car, climb into the dumpster. You do need to scoot forward from the wall just a little bit, I think. I don't know. And you're just gonna shoot and jump, and then turn around and grab the window. And then just like that, you can walk all the way around the building. And there is a bounce from this one. Unfortunately, I couldn't hit it, so I'm sorry, but it's on that wall right in front of me, actually to the left a little bit in front of those boxes. And next map, backlot. First one's right here. I didn't have a lot on this map, but these two really easy cars. First of all, this one you just land on the top of the window, or you know, on the edge right there, and you'll bounce off it really easy. You'll hit it first, second try. Definitely be able to hit it every single try. Next one is right here on the map, and it's the exact same thing. You just jump to this car and you'll bounce off of it. I use those all the time, and they're pretty much the only ones I actually know on this map, really. And then if you get on top of this middle building that everybody knows how to get on top of, you know, you can sprint to this telephone pole and go for the ladder stall. That's what I love going for a lot. Or you can do a funky little jump into this palm tree. And that's pretty cool because I guess people can't see you really well. I don't know. I've never seen anybody up there before. I've just always been the one up there. And you can go for a cool little shot, I guess. Next spot, you're going to need an RPG. It's an out of the map. Go right there on the map, climb up onto this broken wall, and you can jump to this little hook, I think, that's coming out. It's pretty easy. And then you just turn around, shoot straight at the ground and jump, and you'll get on top of the balcony. And then jump to the railing right here, this little, I don't know what it is. And then it's kind of an awkward jump around it, but you know, first, second try, you'll get it. Walk to the edge, and then be sure that you can sprint around the corner. And you land on the wall. If you land past it, you'll fall into the map, and then you just do a little sprint to the grassy area, and just like that, you're on the map. You can go all the way around it, and yeah, I'm not sure if there's a lot of trick-shotting spots, but there are cars that you can jump off of, so yeah. Next map is Bog. I couldn't find a lot on this map, sorry. Block sucks, like I said, or it doesn't suck, but couldn't find much on it. Go there on the map, get on top of this fence, jump to the dumpster, and then jump on top of this shipping container thing. And that's pretty cool, and yeah, that's about it. And then you can get on this car in the back of the map, sprint to these, do a little strafe, and sprint to these barrels. Then you could do a little 720 off of them. Definitely go for the spawn shot, it's kind of cool. So yeah, I actually use that a lot. And next map will be Countdown. Go to the middle, you'll find this broken car, and you can just hop onto the concrete slab things, whatever. Jump over to the tank and then climb up the missiles. That's where it is, right there. Again, hop into the car, get onto the concrete slab, whatever's, jump to the side of the tank, and you can just climb on top. Really, really easy, and a really cool spot because it's the highest spot other than the elevator. And here's where the other missile tank thing is. You just hop onto the light and hop onto the top. Then you do crouch, and you're just gonna walk around the edge of it. Get on top of the missiles. Pretty easy. Really, really easy. So yeah, if you didn't know where to go on Countdown, you just go right there. Oh, and this part is showing you that you can bounce off of the top, or the, you know, the little slanted part on the back of all these. I'm not sure what they are. Exhaust barriers, something like that. You can bounce off the top of them, off the top of that little slant. And there's another spot right there. Yeah, you can bounce off all of them. It's a little tiny bounce, but it bounces to bounce, so you know. Crash. This is just how to get on the main building, kind of. Go right there, climb up the ladder, hop on top of the sandbag, then onto the light post, and sprint straight at the vent. You'll get stuck in it, kinda, and you just jump on top of it. And from here, you can go onto this little, a bit smaller building, and you know, go back and forth, do whatever you want, and go for the ladder stall. Yeah, that's just about it. I'm sure there are bounces you can hit from up there, but I don't really know them. Next spot will be right here. It's just a little bounce, kind of. You just have to go to where I showed you, sprint off of this wall, and anywhere on the left side of the helicopter you'll bounce off of. It's pretty easy. I'm not even sure if you actually have to strafe. Next spot, this spot is actually pretty useless. I don't know why I put it in here. Sorry, just go onto the railing there and jump over to this awning thing. There are 4 wooden posts underneath this. You will fall through the actual sheet metal, but there are 4 metal posts underneath it that you can walk on. And yeah, it's pretty pointless. Also, a lot of these little concrete slabs, these little ones, you can bounce off of. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So that's just kind of a general thing, you know. If you ever see one and you really don't know what to go for, you can bounce off of it, most likely. Next spot is right inside of this little blue building, kind of right next to the crashed helicopter. There you go. You just sprint through this little gap in the wall and hit the broken section of stairs, and you'll bounce off of it. So that's pretty cool. Next map, there we go, Crossfire. This is an add-on map. You're gonna need a rocket launcher, by the way. Go to where I show you to, hop on top of the chair, and then do a little kind of jump to the left, and you know, sprint forward, get on top of this broken part, and then you do a little jump to this, you know, the next floor that's kind of broken away and stuff. Climb on top of this slab. I failed a couple times for some reason. And then you just get on the, you know, the very top of it, and then jump and shoot your RPG like I did there. You can go back or pause it if you didn't catch it. And you just climb up here, and if you have another person, you can do a lot of really cool things, you know. But, you know, just if you're by yourself, you can still walk along this barrier right here on top of the fence and the barbed wire and get on top of the next building, which is really cool. I use this spot every single time I go to Crossfire. It's really, once you get good at it, it's really easy. I mean, there's not very hard jumps or anything in it, and yeah. Also, all of these jumps and glitches and spots or whatever are regular mode and stuff like that. So, you know, you won't have to be an old school or anything, and you won't need another person. They're all solo. Also, this next spot, this next bounce is it's really cool. I really like it. It's in the exact same spot. You just sprint off of the you know, whatever thing, and land on this concrete piece, this little tiny concrete piece that's standing up. I slowed it down for you there. Kind of hard to explain, but you know, hopefully you guys can just try it a few times and get it. Next map is District. Right there on the map, you just get on top of this car and sprint in between the 2 things, whatever, on the concrete wall, and just hop to that little post that's sticking out, then hop to the next one. And yeah, it's I don't know, it's just a cool little spot that you can get to. Not any bounces, you can't sprint anywhere from here. Just, yeah, another cool spot. And right here next to the market, right in the middle, you can get on top of the railing and do a little sprint onto the side of that awning and do a little tiny bounce. It's kind of cool, I guess. Pretty easy to hit, so you know, just another easy one in case you're not that great at bounces. And basically in the exact same spot, you just get onto this yellow car, onto the dumpster, get on top of this concrete fencing, whatever, and then you can sprint at the top of this brown car. A lot of these cars you can bounce off of it in the exact same way, and they're all pretty easy. This is I like this bounce. It's pretty easy, and it's a little bit higher than the other one. And then in the exact same spot, you just get onto the other side of the fence and back up, and you're going to do a nice little, like a nice strafe jump. This might take a few tries onto the garbage can that's sideways. I got this probably 3rd try or something. It's just kind of hard to land on the garbage can, right? Next spot is right here, just how to get on top of these arches, whatever. You get on top of that sheet metal awning thing, whatever, that little hut, and then sprint at the arc of this little whatever thing that's sticking out, and you can get up here. And you can go for this cool bounce right there. I love that bounce. I'll replay it for you, I think. Here you go. And you can, yeah, you basically just aim for kind of the middle and like the very edge of this like hut thing, whatever I called it. And you know, after a few tries you'll get it, and it's really convenient. It's really cool. You can hit it from a lot of angles, so definitely try it, get good at it. And yeah, next spot is right here in the spawn, and you just get on top. You're gonna need an RPG, by the way. You just get on top of the tires so you can get on the barrels, sprint to the gas pump, then get on top of the vending machine. And here you're gonna need your RPG. As you can see, I've been shooting at it. You scoot all against the wall, then scoot up just a bit, and then you're gonna shoot and jump. Be careful, you can die from this if you're not careful enough. And then you just get on a little like invisible ledge or something and scoot over on top of the thing. And if you can strafe like a maniac, you can hit the bounce off of that brown car as well. And that is a really nice bounce. So yeah, definitely try it. Really cool. And here we go, next map, Downpour. A lot of cool ones on this map, or are there? I don't remember. First one is really easy. You just sprint onto the edge of this little ammo container, I think it is, or whatever. You're gonna want to get a good angle at it, so you're gonna sprint from up there and jump before the edge, you know, and just land on that where I was shooting and zooming in, and you'll hit it. Next one, right there on the map. Sorry, I'm a little behind. And you do a strafe off of this tractor onto the edge of the concrete railing. It's also pretty easy, but it's a really cool bounce. I really like it. You can hit a spawn shot from there, I guess. Yeah. Next spot, right there on the map. This is in both spawns, actually. You can get up on top of these, like climb up on the stairs, and then just sprint at this wire. You'll probably hit it, you know, first, second try. It's really, really easy. It's a little bounce, but you're already really high up, so it's kind of nice. And this is a little nerdy bounce if you want to hit something terrible, maybe, you know. I don't need to tell you guys where this is. It's just kind of meh. And this is just showing you that you can do it from the other side, and you can do it from the railing, which is probably better. This side's probably better for it. And yeah, it's really, really easy. You just sprint at the wire, basically. Sprint and jump at the wire. And this is a glitch that took me forever, so I will replay it and do some slow motion stuff. You're going to go to where I showed you on the map. Hopefully I showed you in the map. If not, it's in the spawn. You strafe to that tire, and then it bounces you to, you know, that wooden thing, and you just do a little back and forth. Scoot back on this very top plank that's sticking out, and you sprint, hit the bounce, and shoot an RPG to get on top of this building. And that took me a long time to get good at. It's pretty difficult for people. Like, I never found a tutorial or anything, so I just had to figure out myself. Here it is in slow motion, that strafe. It's actually, that bounce right there is really easy. And then you land on this wood part, whatever. You climb up these little parts that are sticking out, you know, on the broken wood that's right there. And then I zoom in and back up as much as I can. And then you're going to sprint and kind of jump to the left. You don't really need to strafe. You'll hit the bounce and you just shoot your RPG down, you know, as soon as you can. And it'll give you a little extra boosty on top of the building. Again, it'll take a lot of practice, but it's really cool, and I don't know what game mode it is, but there's a bomb right there you can bounce off of. But, yeah. Anyway, next map. Is he gonna come in? Here we go. Overgrown. This one's really easy. Go right here on the map, get on top of this railing, and then you just sprint straight, right there where I zoomed in. I've shot there a couple times. Sprint at the side of that hill, and you'll bounce off of it. It's another easier one, you know. This is in the middle of the map. This is the building everybody gets on top of. Pretty easy, you know. You just climb up onto the fence and get up there. You're gonna need that a lot. And you jump off this sheet metal awning thing onto basically like the whole like edge, the right side of that car. You know, it's really easy to hit. You'll definitely hit it. First, second try, something like that. Next one, you're gonna want to walk over to this bridge, whatever, with the roof on it, and just walk along this fence all the way over. And you can get on top of this little building back here. I don't know if you can hit the bounce. I'm going to show you here in a minute. I don't know if you can hit the bounce to those cars from up here. You'd probably have to strafe like a maniac. But yeah, it's just a cool little building to get on. And if you get on the main building again and walk along this white fence, which can be kind of awkward because it pushes you up. I don't even know. I never go here. But you can get on top of this building as well. And I don't know if you can hit bounces from up here either. I haven't really tried. Sorry. But yeah, just another cool little building to get on. And here's the bounce to these cars I was just talking about. You're going to go to right there and just do a strafe onto the very corner of the car right there where I shot. And it really isn't that difficult if you are good at strafing. It'll be pretty easy. So yeah. You can also hit it from the fence that I was on, getting up to the other little building. You can hit it from that fence, and it's much bigger. So yeah, definitely try it out. Next, you're just gonna go. You're gonna stay on top of the bridge on the roof, and you're gonna line up where you see me here, and just sprint and jump at. If I had to describe it, there's kind of like dark spots on that hill, kind of right before the fence. There's dark spots, and I jumped to one of them out here. I'll show you where. Hopefully you can see. I'll replay it again. Here, you jump to that dark. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry about that. Really, if you just jump to that general area, you'll hit it. There's a lot of hills like that where like the whole hill kind of can be bounced off of. So yeah, it's not that difficult. You'll get it in a few tries. So yeah. And this is another kind of newbie one. You just get on that fence right there from the boxes, and you can sprint at this car right on the corner, you know, on the side of the windshield where I was zooming in, and bounce off of it. And the last one for this map is right here in this broken building, right next to the bridge with the roof on it. You can get on top of that broken wall and hop into this broken floor, and you can do I don't know if you have to strafe, but you can bounce off the very top of that broken wall, and it'd be pretty cool if he was like all the way over a bridge or something and you hit it. So yeah. Next map, Pipeline, the carrier of COD4. I don't know about that, but yeah, really good map, love it. First bounce is a spawn shot bounce. I really want to hit that for spawn shot, but you just get on top of that grass hill, whatever thing, and sprint at the corner of that white truck. There are a couple other white trucks you can bounce off of as well. So I'm getting behind. Go to where I showed you on the map, get on top of these radiators, do a strafe, and hit the side of that tanker. That one's really easy. You'll hit it pretty easily, like I said. Yeah, that's one of the easier ones that I put in there for everybody. Just, you know, trying to get some more spots on all the maps. And then the warehouse one, you can climb on top of. Everybody knows that, but you can bounce off this middle white van as well, and it's a really cool bounce. Definitely learn how to do it. It's kind of difficult because of the strafe, but you will get it. Here you go in slow motion. You have to jump over that gap. Don't forget that. You have to strafe and jump over that gap because the edge does something weird and pulls you down so you can't jump. So definitely strafe and jump over that gap. And the third white van, of course, you can hit right here on the map. You can jump at the corner just like you did on a spawn shot bounce and hit it. And you know, another cool spot, and if he's on this side of the map, you know. And this is an example of the bomb bounces. You can bounce off of all the bombs in this game, and they are really cool. It took me a long time to get good at this. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a lot of tries to hit this bounce. But hopefully you seeing it is gonna, you know, give you a good example of it. I can't really explain to you. You can hit it in a lot of different spots. But basically the part that sticks out is on a slant and you can hit it. So definitely practice, you'll get it. Showdown. This has a lot of really easy dumb bounces. Right here in the middle, you just sprint at these poles. Anywhere that you hit them, they'll bounce. Simple as that. Next one right there, climb to the top. You're going to back all the way up on the top of this ramp thing, and then sprint and jump before the edge, and you'll hit the top of this like slanted area, and you'll bounce off of it. It's also pretty easy. Once you get it down, it's like, I don't know. Even if you don't have it down, you'll still get it like second try. Then that little nerdy bounce off of the post right there, in case he's in the back, I guess. And then another one right on the other side. If you turn around, there you go. Bounce off the top of the pole right before the top, if that makes any sense. You can bounce off of it. Really easy. I hit it really badly right there. You can hit it. You can get a better bounce out of it like that, but you know. The next one, not everybody knows about this one, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of in an inconvenient spot. You just jump over this post and land on the window of the white truck, just like you do on those brown cars. And yeah, you can bounce off of it pretty easy. All the bounces on this map are really easy, so yeah. Next map, Strike. I do really like this map actually. This is an example of being able to hit all the sandbags you can bounce off of in the middle around this statue. Really easy. Obviously, you just kind of jump at them and you'll hit it. This one, you will have to strafe jump. Go to where I showed you on the map. You can get on top of this concrete fence or whatever, any kind of way, and you should do a little sprint onto like basically that whole table. Anywhere on that table that you hit, you'll bounce off of it. And that's about it for that one. When am I going to switch? There we go. Alright, this one is pretty difficult. I'll show you a couple times. You get on top of this fence, and you're going to do a pretty good strafe jump onto the like corner of that that concrete like edge thing around the trees, and you have to do an RPG jump on top of this like telephone post thing and do a strafe jump. Not a very big one, a tiny strafe jump onto this roof, and this roof is a really good trick shot spot. It's really cool, and that's why I like this map so much, because you can get up there and hit shots. So again, this strafe jump, it'll take a bit of practice, but I've pretty much got it down now. You'll bounce off of it and hit, you know, the tree, and then you'll land right on top of the barrier, on top of these fences, which you can walk all the way back and forth on, and then you'll need an RPG to do the jump onto. Just tap the shoot button and then go forward and jump, and you'll land on top of it. Then a little strafe jump over to the roof, and you got it. Excuse me. And wet work, last map. I believe. These little nerdy bounces, if you just want to get on the railings and jump at the railings that are on the stairs, you can bounce off of them really easy. I don't need to show you guys that again. Second bounce, really like it. It's not too difficult. Go to where I showed you in the middle, and then you could just do a little tiny strafe jump. You can basically, sorry, without a voice crack, excuse me. You can basically just jump straight at it, but you know, just you'll need a little bit of help. Do a little strafe jump and hit basically that whole corner, and you can do really cool shots into the middle from it. And all the way in the back of the spawn, if you're on S&D, SAS spawns over here. And this is showing you they can bounce off all 4 of these spools, you know, if you can hit them. These spools of whatever, for the anchors, I guess. You can bounce off of all those. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Hopefully you just saw where I bounced off them. And this one took me a few tries. You can bounce off of the windows of both of those Jeeps. Here, I show you again. You just hit the very top of the windows on the Jeeps, and right on the edge, and you'll bounce off of it. And it's a really cool bounce. I really want to hit it. And it's just showing you on the next one that you can also bounce off of that one, but not from up on top of those shipping containers, I guess. And yeah, this is the last bounce, I think. Just get on that railing, sprint, and turn to the right a bit, and you can bounce off the side of this tanker, just like you can on the edge. And that's it. So again, like and comment. Tell me if you guys want me to do more kind of tutorials like this. This is just so people can get a good idea of all the bounces and stuff that are on COD4. I probably left a ton out, but you know, I just wanted to get a bunch together for you guys to be able to see. I hope you found one that you didn't, you know before, and hope you got a better idea on how to hit some of the harder ones, or you know, get it out of the map or on top of those buildings. I'm sorry for such brief explanations of all of them, and sorry for any time that I screwed up during the commentary. I just did this all the way through, and this is, you know, a 25-minute video, so yeah, I'm sorry. And again, only my second like commentary. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Definitely subscribe, comment, like, all that awesome stuff. I put a lot of work into this video, and thanks for watching, guys.